So this morning, I'm a pediatric and prenatal chiropractor, as many of you know. Hi, Kel. I had a new practice member book a 15-minute discovery call with me. She's overwhelmed because her baby is breech, and the OBGYN at 8 months into her pregnancy has told her that if the baby doesn't go head down, they're going to have a this and a that and this. And you should absolutely see Dr. Jody because she'll flip your baby. This is what they say. And these are not my words. This is what the doctor says at 8 months in. Why this patient isn't being talked about chiropractic in the beginning of their pregnancy or before the pregnancy, I don't know. This is when they send their babies to me, okay? When mom's in fight or flight, she's seeing red. So she goes to my website. She doesn't know me from a hole in the wall. And I'm going to go over to my website so you guys have a visual. And she sees this on my website. This is my brand new website. We just launched it yesterday. I'm so proud of it. I love it so much. She sees this. She sees that as you go over everything, it turns to color. It's so fancy and beautiful, and there's no guesswork. Like, this is my person. This is the person that I should have started seeing during my first trimester, or maybe when I was 3. Okay. So it says very clearly, new friends start here. And I'm walking you guys through the journey of a patient, okay? New friends start here. And she's thinking, I'm a new friend. I've never been here before. I have 3 seconds to win her over when she gets to my website. First thing she sees is me with a lot of babies. Then she sees new friends start here. She clicks on this button. This is now in my practice suite. This page, the page before this is in WordPress. This is in my practice suite. So this page in WordPress, we can run ads to, we can run SEO to, we can do whatever we want. This is the page that we manipulate. This is our business card. This page is for people who say, yes, I'm interested. There's a video here of me talking about what I do and what I don't do, and then the most common questions that get asked. And the questions are always around time, energy, and money. Time, cost is money. How much is it going to cost? I clear up any confusion. Time, how long is it going to take? How long will it take for me to feel different? How long will it take for my baby to flip? Whatever questions are on their mind regarding time. Energy, are you going to hurt me? Are you going to hurt my baby? Are you going to hurt my unborn child? They ask it all the time because guess what? A lot of my colleagues hurt people. They don't mean to, but it happens. They need to know that if I'm going to be holding their baby, their newborn baby, or working with their belly, the baby isn't even here yet, I'm going to be super duper gentle. Because they go on Instagram and they see chiropractors doing I don't even know what. So this is where all of the questions get cleared up. Here are my reviews in case they haven't gotten it yet, that I know what I'm doing. And then here is a 10-minute invitation for them to spend some time with me. I did this call this morning with this woman named Michelle. And by the time the call was over, it was 10 minutes long. She was crying, I was crying, and we couldn't wait to hug each other when she comes to my office this afternoon. She's already a yes, you guys. Then I click, so that's LeadFlo, what you just watched. Then I go to another button in my practice suite and I say, okay, practice suite. Now she said yes. She said yes to that first visit. Okay. Now that she said yes to that first visit, I want to send her an email and a text telling her how to get to my office. I want to keep her on a radar for what if she pulls a no-show. I want to get her into Jane App, which is my EHR. And this is not a Jane App commercial. It's not about that. I want to start nurturing her. Because we've already connected in a discovery call. None of this, except for that 10 minutes, takes my time. It's all automated. So I just took her name and I moved the card to the next spot, and she got a text, she got an email, she got a voicemail. All I did, or my assistant on the other side of the world did, is move that card over. I'll see her this afternoon. We'll cry, we'll hug, I'll adjust her, I'll do an exam, I'll do all of the things, I'll take my notes, I'll send her on her way. And now that's my visit 1. Everybody on this call has a different visit 1. My lead flow call is not my visit one, it's just a discovery call. My visit one is when she pays me money and I give her a service. That's my visit one. Everybody that looks different for depending on how you practice. My visit one is an exam. I basically say, okay, Michelle, you're going to come to my office. We're going to connect a little bit more, go through your health history. The discovery call was not to go through her health history. It was just to connect with her and make sure she wasn't an 80-year-old who chain smokes and drinks a keg of beer a day because I am not their person, right? So she goes into visit one. She comes to my office. We say, yes, we can't wait to see you for regular care. Let's get going. And when she leaves, she starts getting nurtured in a different way because now she's a practice member. And that new nurturing looks like now that you're a practice member at Light Source Chiropractic, here's a year of education for you. And every week she gets an email nurturing her, educating her. Here's a review request when you tell me how awesome you think that our service is. Um, Here's a birthday card when it's your birthday. Here's an anniversary card when it's been 3 months since your lead flow call. All of that is what I'm about to show you how to set up. Okay, I think I got everything. CareFlo, ReviewFlo, recall. Let's say Michelle goes missing, and it happens. We all know it. Michelle's life takes over. She goes missing. I don't know where Michelle went, right? I want to make sure that I have a system in place so that every 3 months I look for all of the Michelles who have gone missing, and I have one button to click to reach out to them in a meaningful way without pissing them off, without bothering them. That's the ReviewFlo system. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. Here is the new SuiteFlo system. SuiteFlo system is all of the automations that come with the practice suite. Okay, the first is the CareFlo. If you don't have a practice suite and you have no intention of getting one, figure out a way to implement this stuff on your own. Please, this is what a 2026 ready practice needs. If you want to serve great care and show up, serve your care, and then go home and walk out with your last patient of the day, this is the kind of stuff that you guys need to implement. I promise you this is true. So you guys should see like a map board. Jay, you see a map board here? Okay. CareFlo is once, no, let's start with where it starts. So here's LeadFlo. Let's say that Michelle was checking me out like a year ago. Let's say that she clicked on something that I had out there that was for free, or she, I don't know, she uh, heard about me and signed up for my newsletter on my website. Let me go to the website and show you what that looks like. So here is Staffless. So this is like the coming out party for our all new website. Staffless Practice just got a whole new facelift. So let's say she's on my website and this is the website for my practice, but this is really the website for Staffless Practice. And she fills this in. This is called a lead magnet. It's a 7-minute training to learn how to do all the things. She signs up for it. She watches the training. She's happy. And now she's in my world. And in LeadFlo, we have all of the things to nurture her without touching your time. We have a year-long nurture sequence. We have um, we have all of the bells and whistles for her to get nurtured and loved on. We have the LeadFlo capture page that you just saw with my practice. In the LeadFlo system, we're going to collect your videos. We're going to collect your scripts. We're going to collect all the things so that my team can put this together for you. So that when Michelle goes to your website, let me go back to LightSource. You guys, this looks really simple, this page, but every one of these videos takes time and energy to build. And if you're not a video person, you can sit there for 3 hours and do this over and over and over again, right? We're going to put all this together for you and we're going to save you a ton of time. Even the discovery call, like putting together the automations that go with a 15-minute discovery call can be a royal pain in the butt. We're going to put all this together for you. So that's LeadFlo. Let's say that she had the appointment with me and we're like, you drink a keg of beer a day and you smoke a pack of cigarettes and you're 80 years old, you're not my person, I'm going to refer you out. then I can make a decision at that point to either put her on a nurture list for not for now people, or which is like an email a month and maybe a text a couple times a year, hey, you're on my mind. Or I can just stop communication, refer her out, and call it good. Okay, so that's the LeadFlo system. Let's go back to, let's go to CallFlo. People have this real concern that if someone calls their office and nobody answers, they're going to lose that opportunity. I'm going to say a couple of things about that. Being 26 years in and having a head full of grays, I feel like I'm entitled to say this to you. If people are sniffing you out or tire kicking and they know nothing about you and you not answering the phone is a deal breaker for them, I want you to double click on your practice style. I want you to double click on the work that you're doing to build your practice. I want you to be in a position where they will wait for you. Even though the millennial consumer of 2026 has a 3-second attention span, they know that you're the person to fix the problem that they're looking to solve. Okay? They're not going to turn away from you because you didn't answer the phone. If they're turning away from you because you didn't answer the phone, I want you to double click on your marketing plan. And I say that with all of the love in my heart, you guys. Okay? So, okay, soapbox down, right? So, if that is a concern though, if someone calls my practice, let's say that lady Michelle called my practice and I don't even have a phone for my practice. I never answer the phone. But she calls the number I've had for 26 years. She'll immediately get a text that says, hey, it's Dr. Jody's practice. It looks like you try calling. Text is the best way to get a hold of us. How can we help? That's called a missed call text back. It's not rocket science. It's a very simple thing. Okay. You have to have that today. You have to have it. Most moms, I'm speaking for myself, like Rebecca is here. She sent me a picture of her in the car yesterday with 3 kids and a dog and her drinks, and all the kids had a cute little sippy cup, and she had all the bells and whistles in the van. And she doesn't want to call the office to reschedule the appointment. She wants to tell Siri to do it for her. She wants to tell Siri to say, hey Siri, text Dr. Jody and tell her I'm running 15 minutes late. Is that okay? She doesn't want to stop, pull the van over, make the phone call, have the kids screaming. She wants it to be that easy. That's what CallFlo is about. Okay? So she can text you, she can call you and get an immediate text back, or she can call you and listen to your voicemail. And if you've been with me for a while, you know voicemail message funnel. This is let me tell you a real quick story about voicemail message funnel. So I was at a point of like, maybe I was 20 years in, this is before the pandemic. And I have this practice member, her name is Deb. She still comes to see me like every 2 weeks for probably the last 20 years. She's my insurance agent with State Farm. She's badass. And Deb walks in, she's always early. And don't you love it when you have like 10 minutes to get ready for your shift and your practice member walks in 20 minutes early and starts telling you stories about their grandchildren or whatever it is. So Deb walks in and I'm recording my voicemail message funnel. At the time, I didn't know that it was going to be a whole thing that I was going to write a book about. It was just what I did. And basically what I did is I made a voicemail message for new people wanting to come back, or people with an admin or scheduling need. And I had it memorized because I had left it so many times, because I had over 30 people start working at my front desk and leave, and start working and leave, and start working and leave. And it was like this rotating door over the past 20 years, right? And when they left, I swear this is true, you guys, they would quit my practice, they would quit their position, and I would literally move my front desk. It was this huge freaking bank desk. And I would move it to the other side of the office because now I don't have staff and I need to be able to see the front desk from my adjusting room. So I would move the desk. None of my patients would notice at all. They didn't notice when the front desk person wasn't there either. I'd move my desk and I'd leave a new voicemail message funnel. And one day Deb walked in and I was recording the voicemail message funnel and she was like, Jody, that was freaking brilliant. And I'm like, it's just my voice message. And she's like, no, 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 no. The way that you categorized your callers, and distributed the solution for them to get the help that they're looking for. And I'm like, well, let me write it down. And then the pandemic hit and I shared it with all my friends because they all lost their staff. If you are an office manager or a front desk person or a chiropractic assistant or a PT assistant, whatever, first, know that I have the ultimate respect for you. I think you are a rock star. Second, let me say that if you implement the system, it's going to save you half of your admin time. I think that reviews should be warranted. I think requesting reviews should come when it's time to request a review. For me, in my practice, it's when they tell me that they love my care. It could be after the first visit. It could be no, someone told me a couple of weeks ago that the first time they saw their baby smile was after her adjustment. The baby was like 6 months old. They'd never seen their kid smile. The kid got adjusted. Do you think that was a good time to ask for a review? I'm sorry, I don't know why that made me emotional, but it did. Can you imagine not seeing your baby smile? So the baby gets adjusted and now the baby's smiling. And there's a way to say, you know what, Sally? Can you think about all of the other babies in Hunterdon County that are not smiling because all they need is a chiropractic adjustment? Can you please review me now and get the word out there? That's the moment for the review. The other moment for the review is when you had a reeval with them and they're like, these are all the things I'm experiencing changing in my life. Or when they say, hey, doc, guess what? I noticed this thing is happening. All you have to do is say, Rebecca is one of my practice members. You just click the orange button and it says, great. Send us a review. Here's our review site of choice. If they leave you anything less than a 5, it comes back to you. It doesn't go to Google. It doesn't go to Yelp. It doesn't go to Trustpilot, whatever your review site of choice is. So the ReviewFlo system collects the words. It collects the ask, like what do you want to ask? When do you want to ask? And it also collects the action for the result. Like if they leave you a 4, what do you want to say to them? I'd be like, hey, it's time for us to connect because you're obviously not happy and I want you happy. In the staffless practice world, we send out report cards to our clients. Like we say, can you just grade us your experience? Are we in the green? Are we in the red? Are we in the orange? Are we in the purple? Like, how are you doing? And we do that once a quarter. It's a really healthy thing to do that for your practice members too. So that's ReviewFlo. CareFlo. I love CareFlo. It's probably my favorite part. CareFlo is now that they're an active practice member, meaning they're on a care plan or they've said yes to care, or now they're routinely coming in. Everybody has a different meaning of what active practice member is, right? How do we celebrate them? How do we nurture them? How do we support them without touching your time? How do you make it so that if you're changing your office hours or your fees, you can send a text out to your entire practice while you're waiting in line at Starbucks? That's CareFlo. CareFlo includes weekly wellness text thread, like sending out a text about wellness to your practice or your leads or whoever. It includes gifting and postcards. It includes your visit one nurturing, which I talked about already, and it includes your active practice member nurture campaign. It's important to me as a principal chiropractor to constantly be educating about subluxation, innate intelligence, universal intelligence, stress and its consequences, the 33 principles, all of these things that in my blood, I know they're important for my practice members to know to get the most out of my care. That may be different for you, and I totally respect that. But whatever is on that list for your people, make sure it's in your active practice member campaign. We collect all of that for you and we put it into play. Okay. If you have a sweet light, you do this on your own and we show you how. At the time that this is being recorded, the SuiteFlo system includes the light program includes 2 of these systems. It includes ReviewFlo and it includes CallFlo. Everything else you're welcome to go do. We give you the instructions for a DIY. If you're in a Suite Pro, meaning you're just renting a practice suite, you're paying us $4.95 a month, we put all of this together for you. If you're a Suite Success client, not only do we put it together for you, but we also run it for you. We do all of your social media, we build your website, all of the things. Okay. So that is, did I go over RecallFlo? There was a moment in my practice, maybe a year ago, when one of my practice members who has been with me for, God, she had been with me for maybe 15 years. She's on the phone. She picks up her phone and the phone's ringing, which is like a big no-no in my office. And she's like, I'm at the chiropractor. Can I call you back? And I was like, Diane, do you refer to me as the chiropractor? Like, you don't say I'm at Jody's office. I'm not personal to everybody in your life. It clicked for me that I'm just the chiropractor. And I say this in my training. I'm between bananas and diapers on the list at ShopRite, right? I'm just the chiropractor. I'm just another thing that has to get done during the week. They are going to forget about me. It's not personal. Life takes over. The dog has to go to the vet, or the kid has to change schools, or whatever. Maybe they don't believe in chiropractic anymore. Whatever their story is, people will leave my practice no matter how good I am at what I do. It's just par for the course. Okay. So I want to make sure that the people who leave my practice who didn't mean to, there will never be a time in my life when I don't have a dentist, when I don't have a lady doctor, when I don't have a chiropractor. I forget to make the appointment though. I get distracted. So RecallFlo protects that. Every 3 months is my cadence. We do a review of all of the people who are on my unscheduled patient report in Jane, and every EHR has a different report. We download it, we condition it, we upload it, and we send them a text. That's RecallFlo. And then there's an automation. If they press 1 or 2 or 3, they get the sequence and they get scheduled, and all of it is automated and beautiful. Okay, so that is the SuiteFlo system. And what we've spent the past month at the time this is being recorded doing is giving you the courses to get one thing done at a time with this. The first thing you want to do to rock the SuiteFlo system is you want to get the right account with ChatGPT. Let me show you something about ChatGPT. Okay, here it is. So there are a few plans. You see this? Most of us have a free account, and it really limits us on what we can do. When you're in the practice suite, I'm going to just about say, I'm going to say at this point, if you have a practice suite, you have to have a plus plan on ChatGPT. It's $20 a month. And here's why. This little button right here, the yellow button that says AI chat support, it's not going to work for you the way that it's intended to unless you have a plus account. It's going to be clunky and you're not going to get the help that you're looking for. This is all of the things that you need to know about running your suite. Okay, so when you have the right account, you're going to get Plus. That's the account that you want. And once you have Plus, you're going to go into ChatGPT. I'm always nervous at this point that I'm going to show you like my underwear drawer. I think we're good. You're going to start a new chat, and you're going to call it SuiteFlo Dr. Jason. That would be for Jason, right? And then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to, and here it is under recents. I'm going to click this. I'm going to go to share, and I'm going to grab the link here, and I'm going to share it with the Staffless team. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give you a prompt, which is a prompt is basically like the directions for ChatGPT. Let me go to the prompt that I just created. Hold on a second. And the prompt is basically warm up this chat conversation so that Dr. Jody's team, the Staffless Practice team, is able to see all of the things that I need for each part of the SuiteFlo system. So here's the initial prompt. And all you do, anytime you see a prompt in our prompt guide, you just copy all of the blue and you throw it into ChatGPT. Let's try it and just see what my chatbot does. Da, 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 da. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT. Jason, I'm being you for a moment. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to go here. And it'll start asking me questions. Now, I've already shared this with the staffless team. So anything I put in here, know that it's for public use. I don't want access to your entire ChatGPT library. I don't want to know whatever, right? Don't want to know, you guys. The other thing I'm going to suggest at this point is that you also get an account with WhisperFlo. And Sheena, will you put the link to that in chat? WhisperFlo is my new best friend. I just clicked it on my computer and here it is, right? It's basically, you know how ChatGPT has this little microphone? WhisperFlo is an app on my computer, and all I do is hit my control key twice, and I can start talking and it will type perfectly. It will type leaning into my influxes in my voice. It will get to know my speaking style. So I use WhisperFlo when I'm talking into ChatGPT. I use WhisperFlo when I'm writing a letter. It just allows my way of speaking to come to the screen without me having to type. And I put all of this in the course that you're about to go through. So you're going to go through this. So that's the initial prompt guide. That's the initial prompt. And then I want to show you one more thing, and then we can go into Q&A. Every one of you, if you already have a practice suite, if you go to course.thepracticesuite.com, your course area, you should see a course in there called the SuiteFlo System. That's where you put orders in for this. If you want to redo everything we've done for you so far, or if you've never been with me before, this is where you're going to start. Okay. So, this prompt guide is probably worth, I'm going to say upwards of $10,000. I'm not even kidding you guys. It is legit. These are all of the prompts that you need to, everything in blue is what you put into ChatGPT to get the right words for each part of the SuiteFlo system. So if you're on ReviewFlo, you grab the ReviewFlo prompts, you change out the stuff in bold and brackets. If you're in CareFlo, RecallFlo, LeadFlo, and CallFlo. And I put this in front of you in the course. It's next level, you guys. One of the things that the team is working feverishly on right now is Dr. Jason will be able to go to stafflessclients.com/Jason or /Jason zip code. So for me, it would be stafflessclients.com/08809. And that would be my page for my private chatbot, where I can type into my chatbot, I'm starting my LeadFlo, ask me the questions you need answered. And I'll just start a riff with ChatGPT. We're this close. It'll be done in the next week, right, Lori? But for now, we're asking that everybody copies the prompt, puts it in ChatGPT when you get to that point of the lesson, and give us the words. And I walk you through the entire thing. There's no guesswork. Okay, I do want to go over what courses you guys are going to follow for all of this. I'm going to share my screen again. Some of you listening don't have a practice suite yet. You're not even a client yet, and that's totally cool. I'm loving you from here. As soon as you get in, if you start with a basic suite, which is $9.95 to sign up, and it's $4.95 a month, you cannot get into a basic suite unless you have a website. You need a website. If you need a website built, if we need to start there, you want to join our WAND program so that we can build you a website and then we can build your practice suite out. If you already have a website and you just need a practice suite with all of the bells and whistles, then you want to start with the Suite Pro. And you can go to stafflesspractice.com and order all of the things. It's all there. It's all brand new. It's all very fancy and beautiful. Actually, I think it's worth going there. Let me just show you guys this because I'm so proud of it. Okay, so here is our new website again because it's so pretty. If you click on the practice suite, it goes into a video of me talking about the suite, all of our different options. So what I'm saying is if you need a website, you need to start with Suite Wand. If you have a website and you just need the Suite Pro, click here and you can buy it right here on the website. You don't have to go into a discovery call or anything like that. Same with Suite Light. Suite Light is if you have a website and all you want is ReviewFlo and CallFlo. That's all it comes with. Okay. So um, let me just go back here. So if you're a Suite Success client or you have a practice suite, you just rent a suite every month, you should now see 4 orange courses in your course area. One is SuiteFlo System. One is Suite Startup Course. One is the Suite Business School. And Tori's team, this is where you guys are going to live for the next few months. And one is Learn. Learn is our learning center. Like, how do I do this thing? How do I do that thing? If for whatever reason you don't want to use ChatGPT to ask, if you're in your practice suite and you want to know how do I do that thing, just click this button, AI chat support, and it will open up a chat bot and you can ask it anything you want about. Okay, so SuiteFlo System, let me add an opportunity to this. So Rebecca, I'm going to add you. Okay. And Lori, oh, actually, usually I have to refresh to see the card there. Lori, did you see that? But for some reason it populated. So watch this. My team set up my CareFlo system and we ask you how you want this. Some people are like, I don't have time for this. I just want to change a tag or click the button yes. Lori went in and created a page for all of you guys. And Lori, please remind me, we need to make a lesson for that page. If I didn't already, I might have. Where after that discovery call, you can go to your page and just click a yes or a no. And if they said yes to visit one, or if it's a yes, they get an email, a text. It's all automated, you guys. It's insane. So here's another way of doing it. It depends if you like a Kanban board, which is what this is. If you're used to the program Trello, I really like this. I like moving the card. I like seeing the text and seeing the email. So let's say Rebecca is new in my suite. She's going to naturally land here. And then let's say Rebecca scheduled lead one flow. This automatically, once she schedules her LeadFlo visit, her card will automatically move here. So I can then go to this column and see who's on the schedule for LeadFlo. Then I have the call, and I did this morning. LeadFlo done, scheduled in person. I moved her card here. My patient got a, hey, we can't wait to see you text, and a, hey, we can't wait to see you email. It's all taken care of. Then after visit one, she either is going to say yes to care or no to care. If she says yes to care, she's going to go on my nurture sequence for a year of care. If she says no to care, maybe my no sequence will be I send her a list of my local referrals. I didn't do anything for my no to care list. That's why the card, I don't think it will trigger anything because I don't really do anything if we say not for now. I just refer them to somebody else. And that's usually dependent on what their situation is. Most of the time, though, you guys, like if you were a, and I say this with all the love in my heart, okay? The first thing we do for you is we build you a website. If you're an 80-year-old smoker who drinks a keg of beer a day and you go to this website, you're not going to want to book with me. So most of the time, by the time they get to booking this 15-minute visit, they already know whether or not I'm their person. That's the point of LeadFlo. So, and the reason we did this, you guys, is I'm running staffless practice. This practice growth agency is growing beyond my wildest dreams. I had no intention of this happening. I'm also running a wellness practice down the street from my house. I'm also raising 2 kids. Like all of these things are happening. And I get to my office, a new patient shows up. I have no idea who they are. I have to go into Jane. I didn't even know they were on a schedule because Jane doesn't send me a reminder. Hey, you have a new patient today. Like it was a mess. And I was like, hey, Lori's on this call. Can we figure something out to like warm people up? Maybe I do a 10-minute discovery call with them. I was doing discovery calls for staffless. She's like, yeah, let's go. And that was the birth of LeadFlo. It was not for you guys. It was for my practice. I just happened to have the talent on my team. And then I'm like, wouldn't this be cool for our clients? And that was the birth of, at that time, Lead Pilot. And now it's LeadFlo. What other questions do you guys have? Hey, Laura, can I just show you something? Because I hate the way that this looks and it's going to bother me.
Okay,
Do you see the square in the square?
got it.
Me too. Thank you. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this stuff, you guys. Jason, we're working on your photos for your website too. Order's been placed. What else? What other questions do you have?
I have one quick follow-up to the
Did
card
you know that
movement.
smart water makes you smart?
Jody, do the clients give that they provide the words for those yes or no's, right?
Yeah, so as we go through LeadFlo, as we go through CareFlo, we're going to say, okay, now it's time
Mhm.
to write the email if your client is a no.
Right. Okay.
Here's the prompt. Go into ChatGPT, get the words, put them in a type form.
Send them over
Now
to
it's
us. Yep.
there's no guesswork with this stuff, you guys. I tell you everything you need to do. What else? I have no patience for getting into a program where I'm just left to my own devices. If you guys ever feel that way, please bring it to my attention. Please, please, please. Bring it to my attention before you say this. I'm going to throw my hands up. This isn't for me. We will always create the solution for you. I promise you that. Okay. We actually promise our clients you will be happy with our service. And as long as you can show us that you've done the work, we will work for you for free if you are not happy until you are happy. That's my promise to you.